Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at my fall 2019 forecast. This includes my temperature anomalies, my precipitation anomalies, and then even my snowfall anomalies, and then also my overall forecast at the end. I include my snowfall forecast for my fall forecast because usually most areas, it's kind of like this kind of divide over the it's most of like half the country has their first snowfall on average in November. So I like to make my forecast for fall including the snowfall because most areas actually do see snowfall sometime in the fall. Anyways, we're gonna get right into it with our temperature anomalies. If you watched my September forecast, you will notice that we have this kind of same area of slightly above average conditions for our fall. This doesn't mean that all of fall is gonna be above average. Actually, I think for the Northeast, kind of like this part of the Northeast is probably gonna switch into some of that colder air come November, late October. We're probably gonna switch into that below average region. For that below average region, we're probably going to be seeing some colder Arctic blasts that could dip down into parts of the Midwest. And if we do see this pattern set up, then potentially that ridge of high pressure will just continue to move across the country and possibly provide colder temperatures for parts of the Northeast. And in that lighter blue, we have a slightly below average temperatures. So that means that you will sometimes get hit with those Arctic blasts, and you will sometimes also be warmer than average. So it's just kind of a flip-flop area. Here is our precipitation anomaly. So this is kind of your rainfall compared to normal. Here in anywhere in this light green for most of the country, actually, we're going to be seeing slightly above average temperatures. I mean, not temperatures, precipitation. And then in this darker green, we're going to be seeing moderately above average. I put moderately above average for parts of the southeast mainly because we could be seeing that hurricane threat. And then also for I see I'm predicting some Colorado lows to kind of move out and then into the southeast and sometimes track up to the northeast. Now we're going to look at our snowfall anomalies. I know a lot of you guys actually like me doing these snowfall anomalies. So yeah, let's get right into the snowfall anomalies. We have slightly below average for the southwest. If you do get snow down here in the southwest, then it'll probably be below your average. But if you're in an area that doesn't frequently get snow and you get snow, you're gonna be well above average then. And then if you're in this blue region, anywhere in this blue region, you're slightly to moderately above average. So anywhere in this area is slightly above average. And then in this darker blue, for parts of the interior northeast, Ohio Valley, well, the Great Lakes basically, and parts of the Midwest, you could see moderately above average snowfall. That's probably this most likely gonna be combined with these Arctic blasts. Oh, again, when I do say Arctic blast, I do not mean like negative 20 degrees. I mean like just like 10, 15, 20 degrees up below average. So nothing insane like what we saw last year where it was negative 60 degrees. We're probably not gonna see that for the fall, but maybe in the winter we could see maybe like negative 20 in some of these areas. But when I say Arctic blast, I mean just some chillier air coming in from Canada. Here is my overall forecast, probably my favorite forecast to make, mainly because it looks so colorful and beautiful, and then also because I just get to sum everything up just in one map, and it looks really nice. We'll start from west to east. We have frequent rain and snow for the northwest. You're gonna see a lot of rain just a lot of systems just move through the northwest and just constantly hit them. And then when you combine that with some of the colder air, you of course get snow. In the Rocky Mountain region, I would have extended that a little bit farther down into the southern Rockies as well. So if you're in the Southern Rockies, then consider you to be in this mountain snow region. In this mountain snow region, you're just gonna be seeing probably slightly above average mountain snow for this season. For this orange region, we're going to be seeing warmer than average conditions. This also would kind of extend into kind of like that and kind of split the hurricanes, but I felt like the hurricanes were more important, and that's why I kind of put the hurricanes over the warmer. In this warmer section, you could see slightly to moderately above average temperatures. It'll probably be noticeable as well. Anywhere in this yellow area, we have two yellow areas actually. You're gonna be in between that warm and those Arctic blasts. Also, if you're in the severe weather, the heart of severe weather, you're also gonna be technically in this flip flop. But the severe weather for me was more important. Just like the hurricanes, I put the severe weather over the flip flop. Anywhere where you get intersecting cold and warm air, that's where you're gonna be seeing your heart of severe weather for that month or season. So you're mainly going to be switching between warmer and colder conditions, and when those two meet, anywhere you're going to be seeing your severe weather. And then also for those flip flop, you're just going to be bouncing back and forth. Some days you're going to be warm, some days you're going to be cold. So it's going to be flip flop. And then for this purple slash magenta or purple region, for this pink slash purple region, you're gonna be seeing hurricanes. If you're in the purple, you have a higher threat for hurricanes, so you're more likely to get hit by the hurricanes. If you're in this pink threat, you could get hit by the hurricanes. It depends on the hurricane track, but you're less likely to get hit by the hurricanes. Just that all depends on the track, but usually coastal areas are more affected by hurricanes. Into the Midwest, we have our Arctic blasts. We have in this purple, we have Arctic blasts, so persistent cold weather, or you're gonna be seeing frequent dips, and that means that we're gonna be seeing temperatures maybe 10, 20 degrees below average. So maybe some areas could get into the teens this fall, maybe the single digits, an occasional negative degree reading over parts of the extreme northern U.S. And then we have a few Arctic blasts. I would say maybe 5 or 6 for the entire season, for the entire fall season, for this blue area. Over in the northeast, in the interior northeast, let's start there. We have late foliage. So since you're probably going to be slightly above average for the beginning part of fall, transitioning into that colder weather into later fall, you're probably going to be seeing a later foliage, probably waiting until October, November. Really depends on your area. And then we have some coastal storms maybe tracking up here. Again, this is kind of I hate trying to predict the I-95 corridor, mainly parts of the Northeast, because it's really a hit or miss area. It's if you might get that perfect storm track one year, and you might get a bunch of coastal storms, a lot of snow, but some years it veers just 25 miles closer to the coast, and then half of those areas end up not getting snow, and the other areas get way more snow. So it's really hard to predict these areas. I'm just gonna sum it all up in coastal storms, because I do believe you'll probably get 1 or 2 coastal storms over the fall, especially for parts of for like late fall to mid to late fall. You're probably gonna be seeing maybe a coastal storm, probably gonna produce maybe 1 to 3 inches, nothing extreme. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy that video, please consider subscribing. I've been getting a lot of support recently, and I know that you guys really like these type of videos, these long-range forecasts. So I'm gonna try and make more of these. And anyways, guys, that was Eli the Weather Guy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.